नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge which can be very joyfully performed and the everlasting knowledge, Susukam Kartum Avyayam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 18th chapter, conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Now we have understood in Bhagavad Gita, starting from the first chapter until now, what all Krishna told Arjuna. Everything. So, I mentioned this also many times in the past, that for us to do any action, the motivation should come from the fact that we love Krishna and we want to do it for Krishna. We know that everyone is forced to act. No one is free. Everyone is forced to act. That is very clear. But that force comes from Maya, based on our desire, based on what we desire. If you desire to, or if you want to enjoy the material sense object, then we are forced to go after that sense object to get that. That's what is the mode of passion. The mode of passion controls us, and we will be forced to work very hard. That's what karma bandham. So that is produced from our desire only, our attachment. Rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. So Rajo, the mode of Rajoguna, so we need to understand that Ragatmakam Viddhi. So that is produced from Raga, that attachment comes. So Rajo Ragatmakam Viddhi Trishna Sanga Samudbhavam. So that's what. Because of desire, only that Rajoguna comes Raga. and it increases attachment, this Sangha Samudbhav. And then it binds one to the work. Tan nibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehino. So karma sangha. Karma sangha means attachment to work. So Rajo comes, the mode of passion, increases our attachment to the material sense object and forces us to work. So that is because of our desire only. Because when our mind thinks about material sense object, that comes. So if we desire, if our mind thinks about Krishna, if we want to serve Krishna, or if you want to please Krishna, if that desire is there in our mind, that's very important. The desire only. Again, it is our desire. A person who has the desire to enjoy material sense object, he is controlled by the Rajoguna, the mode of passion, and is forced to act, forced to commit sins. The person who desires to serve Krishna, and that person is also forced to work for Krishna. Again. So that means Maya is helping us to serve Krishna. So that means the motivation to achieve the sense object that comes for the person who is a materialistic person who wants to enjoy the material sense object, he is attached to the sense object and is very much motivated to do that work. Whereas a devotee of Krishna, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when he develops very strong unconditional love unto Krishna, then he gets the motivation to work, to please Krishna, not to get that, not after the results. So whatever objects, even here also there is going to be result. Whatever we do, the result is going to be there. But here the goal is only to please Krishna. That's why Krishna said that Sakta karmani abhidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryat vidvam sata sakta chikishu loka sangraham. So a person who has no knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, who is not a devotee of Krishna, but how he is attached and doing the work. So similarly, a person who is a devotee of Krishna, who has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, he should also work like him, but without any expectation of results. He should not be attached to the results. So that's what Sakta Karmani Abhidvamso Kuryat Vidvams Tata Asakta. So Sakta and Asakta. That's what is very important. We need to understand the difference between Sakta and Asakta. So the attachment to the results and not attachment, no attachment to the results. Not attached to the results. So that is the difference between the way karmi, a materialistic person acts and a devotee acts. So they may be doing the same work, but it may appear from outside they are both doing the similar type of work, doing it in the same way, but their motivation is different. The motivation to do that work, that is very different. That's what we need to understand. So Arjuna's desire was to please all his relatives. And if he wanted to do that, then he was forced to suffer and struggle in that battlefield. He was crying. Once he understood this Bhagavad Gita, and once he got the motivation to work for Krishna, that Sri Krishna himself is working with him, riding his chariot. So Krishna is with Arjuna. when he developed that motivation to please Krishna only, to fight for Krishna. That's the main thing, to fight for Krishna. Kim no rajena govinda kim bhogaiga jivitena va esamarte kangshitam na rajyam bhogaga sukhanicha taime avasita yuddhe pranam sektva dananicha. That's what Arjuna said. What is the use of this kingdom? Kim no rajena govinda. Kim bhogaiga jivitena va. What is the use of this life, this enjoyment? Yesamatte kangshitam no rajyam bhogaga sukhanicha. For whose benefit? For whose enjoyment? I wanted this kingdom, this happiness. For whose happiness I wanted this? Taime avasita yuddhe pranam sektva dananicha. They themselves are here ready to fight with me and ready to give up their life and all their belongings. That is the reality of life. We are fighting with everyone every day. When we are attached to material sense objects, when we are focused on getting material benefits, everything, so materialistic results, without knowing Krishna, without having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so what is the use? But once he understood that being a Kshatriya, he has to fight to establish the righteousness, dharma. And that means he has to fight for Krishna, because Krishna came here. Krishna came to this world only for the purpose of establishing the righteousness. Because Krishna still wants all of us to not struggle and suffer in this material world and go to Goloka and enjoy with him. That's the reason Krishna is here, Krishna comes here, Krishna gives this knowledge, all those things. So, yada yada ki dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttana madharmasya tadatmanam sajami aham. Paritranaya sadhuna vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samsapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So that means we now need to do all such acts of establishing the righteousness. That's what Krishna expected, Krishna wanted Arjuna to. That's what Krishna is expecting all of us to do now, that one only. What is the righteousness? What is dharma? This Bhagavad Gita is dharma. So we need to work, we need to now make sure this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is available for all the devotees to study and enjoy, and that is the motivation we should work in our day-to-day life, in doing all the activities. The motivation what we need to derive is that we are working for Krishna, we are doing everything for Krishna, and we want to establish dharma, this Bhagavad Gita, and we want to make sure everywhere righteousness prevails. Of course, this is Kali Yuga. We know that. But in this Kali Yuga, there is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way than chanting the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of Lord Hari. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. Kalau nastyeva, nastyeva, nastyeva gatiranyade. So there is no gati. 3 times Krishna, 3 times in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said. So that way we need to glorify Krishna and spread Krishna's message and identify devotees and give them this knowledge. So that is the motivation for all of us to every day to do in all our activities. There should be only the motivation. That means establish righteousness means the opportunity to study this Bhagavad Gita as it is should be available everywhere to everyone. That is very important. That's what meaning establishing this dharma. Because this Bhagavad Gita is the dharma. That's what Krishna says. So this Dharma, this Bhagavad Gita, if we just spread to everyone and give this knowledge, so that means it is guaranteed that we are going to go to Goloka. Because it is guaranteed that if we are spreading this Krishna's message, this Bhagavad Gita, so then it's guaranteed that we will go to Goloka, no doubt about it. Then what else we need? There is no need to wait for anything else. Everything is very clear in this Bhagavad Gita. We don't have to struggle in this world. We don't have to suffer in this world. So by engaging ourselves in Krishna's service, Krishna's activities, we are not going to face any problems, no issues. So all those things are very, very clear in this Bhagavad Gita. So to solve all our problems, immediately we need to start acting. That's it. Nothing else. There is spreading Krishna's message, this Bhagavad Gita. That's what we should do. That's the action we need to do to solve everything. To solve all our problems. If anyone thinks that there are a lot of problems, we are suffering, we are struggling, that means that the only reason is forgetfulness of Krishna. Only reason is not having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, not understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Only with faith and without envy, we just listen to this Bhagavad Gita. That's it. Shraddhavan anasuyascha srunyadapiyo narak. Sopi muktaga subha lokan prapniyat punya karmanam. That's it. Adhyesyate chayimam samvadam dharmyam avayo. This dharma. So anyone who studies this Bhagavad Gita, that's what adhyesyate chayimam. So anyone who studies this samvada, this dharma, then jnana yajnena tena aham ishtakashyamiti me mati. So by this knowledge, they will develop a love unto me. They will develop a desire to please me. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Jnana yajnena tena aham ishtakashyamiti me mati. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge will take us to Goloka. That's what we need to understand. So that means we will develop that love unto Krishna, we will develop that strong desire to do everything for Krishna only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, only by listening to this Bhagavad Gita like what we are doing now, like how we are studying now. So that means we have got the great opportunity now to please Krishna by spreading this message, by identifying a lot of devotees and giving them this knowledge. So that way we have to keep our life extremely busy, all the time, very, very busy by spreading his message. That's nothing else. Because this will solve all the problems, everyone's problem, all the problems completely. Sarva. Sarva means all. Prasade sarva dukkhanam. Machittaga sarva durgani. That's what Krishna is using. Sarva. All. All problems. All obstacles. Everything will be solved if we get Krishna's mercy. So that's what we need to do. If we engage ourselves in receiving Krishna's mercy ourselves, if we engage ourselves in making sure that everyone else is able to receive Krishna's mercy, so everyone, by teaching them how to receive Krishna's mercy, that's what we need to understand. By giving them the knowledge about how to get Krishna's causeless mercy, how to solve our problems. So that is the way, if we make devotees, if we make them to surrender unto Krishna, so then all their problems are gone. Then nobody will be struggling and suffering in this material world. So before time runs out, before we leave this body, we need to engage in this particular job, service to Krishna, that is spreading his message, this Bhagavad Gita. And if we make that as our only goal in this life, then definitely we will be able to go to Goloka, no doubt about it. So now with Krishna's causeless mercy, we are able to successfully, continuously study this Bhagavad Gita like this, and we are able to make continuous progress. All these things are happening This is because, as I mentioned also many times, we are a very, very unique team of devotees that for us, we are studying this Bhagavad Gita. We are not going to stop studying this Bhagavad Gita. That is the main thing. We are addicted to study this Bhagavad Gita. So in the 18th chapter, now we are studying successfully that whatever Krishna told in the entire Bhagavad Gita, we finished. And in the last sloka, in the sloka number 72, it's not the last sloka in the 18th chapter, last sloka Krishna spoke. So Krishna asked questions to Arjuna, and we understood that one. So what Krishna asked Arjuna? Kachite tachrutam partha tvayaikagrena chetasa kachita jnana sammohaga pranashtaste dhananjaya. Kachite tachrutam partha tvayaikagrena chetasa. Partha, did you hear everything very attentively? Ekagrena. And now, are your illusions born of ignorance, ajnana, sammohaga, dispelled, pranastas, or destroyed, O Dhananjaya? So, Partha, did you hear attentively what all I told you, what all I said now? And are your illusions are completely destroyed, Dhananjaya? Are your illusions are completely destroyed, O conqueror of wealth, Dhananjaya? That's what Krishna asked Arjuna. O son of Pritha, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? For that, what Arjuna said, we studied in the previous class, in the sloka number 73, Arjuna said it. Arjuna vacha nashto mohakam smritil labdam tvat prasadat maya chutam sitosmi gata sandekha Karishye vachanam tava. My moha, my illusions are gone. Nashta. I have regained my memory. Smritir labda. How? By your mercy, O Achyuta, Tvat prasadat maya Achyuta. So, maya moha means my moha is gone. So, by your mercy, I have regained my memory. Now I am very well situated. Sthitosmi. My doubts are completely dispelled. Gata sandega. My doubts are gone. Karishye vachanam tava. I am going to act as per your instructions. That's a very important line. I am going to act as per your instructions. What did Arjuna said in the beginning in the second chapter? Nayotsayiti Govindam. Govinda, I shall not. Unto Govinda, Arjuna told, I shall not fight. Nayotsayiti Govindam. But here he is telling to Govinda, same thing. They are also Govindam, unto Govinda. He told, I shall not fight. Now Arjuna is telling that I shall fight as per your instructions. So, as per your vachana. That's what Arjuna told. Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and am prepared to act according to your instructions. In the next sloka, what we are going to study now, Sanjaya is going to talk. Sanjaya uvacha ityaham vasudevasya partasya cha mahatmanaha samvadam imam ashrausham Adbhutam Romaharshanam. Sanjaya said, Ityaham Vasudevasya Parthasya cha Mahatmanaga Samvadamimam Ashrausha. Vasudevasya, Krishna's, Parthasya, Parthas, Arjuna's, Mahatmanaga, the great souls, Mahatmas, Samvadam, their equivocal discussions. Ashrausam, Imam Ashrausam, by hearing this, that's what Sanjaya could hear. So Sanjaya got the ability, the boon to hear what was happening in the battlefield by sitting inside the palace. So Sanjaya is saying that it's so wonderful, Adbhutam. My hairs are standing on end, Roma Harshanam. Adbhutam Roma Harshanam. Same case for all of us. By just hearing, by just listening, understanding what Krishna and Arjuna, they discussed. We are able to do this. We are able to do this so many times. Every day, we are able to study this Bhagavad Gita so many times. What Krishna told Arjuna, what they discussed, what Arjuna, what the questions asked by Arjuna, what Krishna told Arjuna. That means every time our heads are standing on end. It's not only Sanjaya's case. Our heads are standing on end. Adbhutam, Roma Harsham. Sanjaya said, thus have I heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on end. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the sloka number 74 in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hina Mataji
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Rajeshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. எங்களெல்லாம் என்ன பகவத்கீதை வச்சதுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நான் எப்பவுமே நன்றி சொல்லணும்.
ஆமா மாதாஜி, கிருஷ்ணருடைய மெர்சி தான்.
நிச்சயமா அது உங்க மூலம்.
கிருஷ்ணருடைய கருணை. ஆமா மாதாஜி. நெக்ஸ்ட் இந்த மண்டே சென்னை வரேன் மாதாஜி. ஆனா நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்ல சென்னையில இருக்கிறது டவுட். அதுக்கு அடுத்த வாரம் ஃபுல்லா சென்னையில தான் இருப்பேன். ஐ வில் ட்ரை டு உங்களை வந்து மீட் பண்றேன் மாதாஜி. பார்க்கலாம்.
வாங்க, நீங்க எப்ப வேணா வரலாம். ராத்திரி டைம் ஆனாலும் வரலாம். நீங்க அது இதே இல்லை. வாங்க வாங்க.
கண்டிப்பா மாதாஜி. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. संजीव प्रभु हरे कृष्णा. संजीव कुलश्रेष्ठा प्रभु हरे कृष्णा. वृंदा माता जी.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी. हरे कृष्णा.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Very nice class.
Yes,
examples of Arjuna. So if we give importance, I also read about what you said, that to his relations, we forget Krishna. And we get into more problems. But if we remember Krishna, our problems get dissolved, Guruji.
That's it, Mataji.
Yes.
That's the way to solve all of
but Guruji, also, I mean, sometimes the problems are... You're able to hear?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
I'm able to hear. Yes,
so sometimes the problems, we make our problems becomes very, very big in the mind, you know. So that is the time when we just think about that all the time. That's what is happening sometimes.
Yes, Mataji, but Krishna's mercy, we will be able to free ourselves from all the problems. So that's why we need to keep ourselves engaged in Krishna's service all the time. So then we will not face any problems.
Yes, Guruji. That was very good that you said that his mercy, we need to understand his mercy. When we do devotional service, we know that we are getting his mercy, Guruji.
Yes, if you are getting problems means definitely Krishna will solve all the problems. But if you are struggling and suffering, if means we are not able to focus. We need to just give everything, leave everything. As I always said, that leave everything to Krishna, do everything for Krishna. So that we need to become ourselves expert in doing that. That's the main thing. We need to practice in expert in leaving everything to Krishna and doing everything for Krishna. Yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. Guruji, you're leaving on the 12th, no?
I'm leaving on 10th here. That is India time, 11th morning. 12th morning, I'm reaching Chennai, Mother. It's Monday.
Okay, Guruji. I'll connect with you and talk to
Sure,
you,
Mother.
Guruji.
Yeah, this is a very short trip. That's why I will be, won't be able to
You're
come.
here for 10 days? For 10 days you're
Yeah,
here?
for about 14 days.
Okay.
Yes, 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks.
Okay. Anyway, thank you, Guruji, for all the very nice knowledge that we are getting. Thank you for all your time. Very much. I'm very appreciative of everything that's happening. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for nice class.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, Guruji. We should always remember our goal, Guruji.
That is correct, Mataji. Everything, leave it.
Then
Everything.
we can elevate ourselves, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण गुरुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम गुरुजी. हरे
दंडवत
कृष्ण
प्रणाम.
कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 राम
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
दंडवत प्रणाम गुरुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Dandavad pranams. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Interesting session, Guruji. Thoroughly enjoyed. You have said about the that we are forced to act by Maya, and the action depends on our desire. When we desire for material sense objects, then it forces us to act in that direction, and we suffer.
Yes.
And when we desire to serve Krishna, then we are getting bliss. We are going in right direction. Rightly, you have said about the and Arjuna. When the Arjuna was desiring to please his brothers or his family, then he was in pain. He was suffering, and when he, on listening Gita Gyan, Gita, when he desired to serve Krishna and live for Krishna, then he was going on right path. He was able to act. Thank you, Guruji, for a wonderful class. Really enjoying the class. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Navya Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dandavad Pranams Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे
Hare
रामा
Rama, Hare Rama,
राम
Rama
राम
Rama,
हरे
Hare
हरे।
Hare.
रुम्बो नंदी सर, हरे कृष्णा।
Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sanjeev Kulshrestha Prabhu. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Sri Krishna, I could attend today's Bhagavad Gita class. Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge which can be joyfully performed, everlasting knowledge. In this class, what we learned, Krishna is telling every action is to be done for Krishna. To act, force comes from Maya based on our desire. We are forced to work hard. That is in the mode of passion. Rajoguna produced from raga, desire. Increasing attachments binds us to work, to the material sense objects, forced to commit sins. If we desire to please Krishna, that is also forced to work for Krishna. That is a motivation. For a devotee of Krishna, gets motivation to work only to please Krishna. His goal is only to please Krishna, without attached to results. There are two types: attached to results, a material person, that is his motivation, whereas not attached to results, that is the motivation of a devotee. There is a difference. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna rejected kingdom, all wealth, everything. Being a Kshatriya, he has to fight for righteousness, fight for Krishna. We need to do all activities to establish righteousness. With Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we get motivation to work for Krishna, for righteousness. We need to glorify Krishna, identify devotees, spread the message of Bhagavad Gita, as Bhagavad Gita is available to everyone, to establish Dharma. Spreading Krishna's message, that is Bhagavad Gita, we need to do, then only we can solve all the problems. Those who suffer, they don't have Bhagavad Gita knowledge. They don't have trust on Krishna. Anyone who studies Bhagavad Gita, they will develop love unto Krishna. We get a great opportunity to please Krishna by spreading Krishna's message, which will solve all our problems. In the 18th chapter, 73rd sloka, what Krishna is telling, after Krishna told his last sloka, in the 73rd sloka, Arjuna says, My dear Krishna, all my illusion has been dispelled. I am regained my memory and composure. I am very well situated. My all doubts have gone. I will act now onwards as per your instructions. And today's sloka, 74th sloka, Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya says, the two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna's their discussion. By hearing this, it is very wonderful. My hairs are standing on it. Roma Harshanam. I am very much joyful and very much pleased. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji.
I enjoyed chanting. I was able to concentrate today
Yes,
much
yes,
more
yes, Mataji.
than other days.
That's good.
It was nice. It gives a different feeling actually when we
Yes,
concentrate
Mataji.
more.
Focusing our mind on Krishna will the only way to.
And the vibrations, what we get, I felt today much.
Hare
It was very
Hare
nice
Krishna.
actually.
Yes, Mataji. It's all Krishna's blessing.
That gives that inner peace, and your mind will be calm all the day.
Yes, yes, Mataji. It is the only way. Manasamyamya machitto. That's what Krishna says. Control your mind by thinking about me.
True, Guruji. True.
Then only we can control our mind. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So it is the ignorance, the Lord Krishna, like a teacher, whether the student is understood or not. So he's asking Arjuna whether he have understood or ignorance and all things, whether dispelled or not, all negative things. So really, the Lord is very kind enough. Still, how the teacher is very dedicated. He is working as Lord Krishna is a dedicated teacher. I feel very, very emotional when you read this. We are very feeling glorified and blessed with your Guru because of your presence, because of your endeavor. We are in this class, and this is the eternal bliss you are getting, the perfect bliss, the Parama Ananda, Parama Shanti, Aishcharya. Everything you will get it from Gita. So with strong faith, only you can achieve this Guhya Jnana, Raja Vidya. Because of your mercy, Guruji, because of your endeavor, because of your, we are enlightened by your the dedication, commitment you give us, and you elevate us to that Haridham, Goloka, and really the Swarga. So I am very feeling blessed. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. And I offer my obeisance onto your lotus feet. And without Gita, we cannot move an inch. Our life cannot be complete without the knowledge of Gita. Every moment we should, when we read Gita, we cannot do undo things. So we have to follow the instructions laid down by the Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is very kind. So forgive us, and we should make use of advantage of this. Make use of this. All human beings, we should do anywhere, any moment, 24/7, should keep in our mind the Bhagavad Gita. Really, and I am very thankful, Guruji. Without any problem, you try your level best to make the whole world as spiritually sound, spiritual master. Without spiritual life is worthless. By rites and rituals observing, and this puja, parvana, these are things are religious. But spiritual, every human being have a Brahma, and we should treat everybody as equals. That Tattvamasi Shivaham Pragyanam Brahmam. So this Brahma Gyan, so this knowledge that you treat everybody as equals, the Gita can give us this knowledge. There is no difference So when you are connect with Lord Krishna, all the thoughts and actions, we are not swayed by this Raja Guna or Tama Guna, only the Sattvika, the righteous path we will follow accordingly. When we follow the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, nothing else will overpower us. So thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.